know, in the last 2 years or so, Marvel has managed to strike a deal with Sony in order to get Spider-Man and get him into the MCU films. Which does leave us open for kind of some speculation. Like, if Sony were willing to kind of let go, imagine what they could do if the other kind of big film companies were able to kind of let go for a minute and allow Marvel to kind of properly work with their characters. I mean, it's not going to happen, at least not for a long time. But it does leave you open to wonder. So, as I said on Wednesday, or actually, yeah, as I said on Thursday, Avengers 2, Avengers Age of Ultron, that's a good film. I personally like that film, but most people I've seen on the internet, they think of it as an okay Avengers movie. I mean, the first Avengers movie, yeah, that was great. That was finally seeing everything come together. That was pretty cool. The second one, though, it was alright, but yeah, they could have done a lot more with it. However, using the basis of Age of Ultron, I'm going to see if an okay Avengers movie could have made actually a great Fantastic Four movie if they got the rights back. I mean, Fox isn't going to do that. They're not going to do that for a long while. But then Fox already have a successful kind of Marvel superhero franchise with the X-Men. So, yeah. But using the basis, kind of same basic plot points as Age of Ultron, I'm going to see if that Marvel could have done a great Fantastic Four movie. Okay, number one, do what Marvel eventually ended up doing with Spider-Man. I mean, okay, by Age of Ultron, Spider-Man hadn't yet arrived, and the deal had only just been struck. By the time the film was released, the deal had only just been made. So, do what they did with Spider-Man, which is essentially skip the origin story. We've seen it twice, practically the same, almost the same both times, if a little different. Yeah, a group of scientists end up going into space or to an alternate universe, alternate dimension, and they get hit by cosmic rays, and when they come back, one of them can stretch himself really far, one can turn herself invisible and create force fields, one's a human torch able to blaze on, flame on, and whenever he likes, and one is a great hulking rock thing. Yeah, we've seen it twice, practically the same way, but do what they're doing with Spider-Man, and just, with that first battle in Sokovia, have the Fantastic Four just leaping into action, have them fighting off kind of bad guys, and just, it doesn't have to. Number two, with the opening in Sokovia, okay, so this one's very simple. Swap out Sokovia, the kind of fictional place, for the birthplace or the home country of Doctor Doom, Latveria. It can just be a random baddie whom they're trying to kind of face off against, but once again, in Latveria, off they go fighting villains and fighting their henchmen. Eventually they manage to secure some technology from Latveria, by which time they take that technology and bring it back, instead of to the Avengers Tower, they would bring it back to the Baxter Building, where they would hand off the technology not to Bruce Banner, like in the Avengers movie, but instead hand it off to one of their lab techs, named Victor. That's important. Eventually, Victor, kind of getting sick of working for Reed Richards, kind of begins to hate how he's constantly kind of put down or not taken enough notice of. He takes the technology that they've captured from his home of Latveria and uses them to create his Doctor Doom persona. And then, when the Fantastic Four are having a party, which of course they would be, he comes out with his kind of Doom suit and his Doom bots and reveals himself to the Fantastic Four, same as the way Ultron did with the drone body in the movie. Yeah, he then fights them with his suit and his Doom bots, and frankly leaves the Fantastic Four broken. He then heads off to Latveria with, practically his and Ultron's plans can remain the same, like dropping Latveria onto the world to cause global devastation. I mean, he wants to be ruler of everything. That's a great way to do it, killing off most of the planet. That'll allow him to rule as much as he wants, with the Fantastic Four having to kind of come together in order to stop him. And hey, maybe even call in Shield kind of for a bit of backup, like the film did. Yeah, that could work. I mean, okay, I know it's not the greatest basis, but you can see what I mean. They showed with Age of Ultron, while it was an okay Avengers movie, it could have been a great Fantastic Four movie. I mean, okay, little niches here and there, and as I said, well, I didn't say, but there would have to be another movie in order to introduce Scarlet Witch, Vision, and Quicksilver. But say that was happening off in another Avengers movie, it could work. You can see the parallels I'm drawing. It could work. It could have worked. I mean, I do think it's a little bit harsh now that apparently Marvel has cancelled the Fantastic Four comics because the movies haven't been doing so well, but I think if they got the rights back someday, they could make a good film out of it. I mean, maybe not the one I suggested, but you know what? There's possibility. I mean, feel free to leave your kind of comments or opinions on it down below, but can we try and keep it clean, please? And just, if you think the theory is rubbish, don't say anything. Please. I don't need any more from that. But there you go. How Avengers Age of Ultron, while an okay Avengers movie, could have made a great Fantastic Four movie. Maybe someday. See ya.